Yo, what's up, bud? Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot under the hood. As you get kind of familiar with the, you know, the stats and the stuff, like you'll be able to start getting like creative with how you want to put it together. So this is crazy. Direct damage against bleeding enemies, up to 27% chance to stun them for 2 seconds. My whole build is like based on putting bleed on guys. I'm looking for that ability I just extracted. Here we go. No, wait. It was 9 Fury. Here we go. Each point of, I want to put that on a chest piece once I figure out a new chest. But this, this here, and I gotta put this on a new amulet. Damaging an elite enemy grants you a barrier absorbing 3273 damage for 10 seconds. 21% increased damage when you have a barrier active. I think I have something right now that's doing that. Let's see. Okay, it's already there. It's 21%. I thought I had a better one. But this, each point of fury generated while at maximum fury grants 13 fortify. Fortify is like, it'll tell you like, like fortify is basically like it does 10% reduced damage when your health drops under the fortify level of your health bar. I'll show you when I'm playing. Let's see, this one says each point of fury generated while at maximum fury grants 3 fortify. Because I have imprinted this off of the, well, it just rolled like this, but that's what's in the codex. But I found like a better item just now that I've extracted it to where I can get like 9 or 13. So I'm making a decision because once I imprint it, I can't take it back. So if I imprint it on this chest piece, and the chest piece I know I want to upgrade, I'm like holding on to it, but this chest is really tough to replace because I need to keep the 2 ranks of ground stomp, and I definitely need to keep the 4.9 total armor, and I'd like to keep the maximum health, but those 2 stats I really need to keep for sure.
Don't be afraid. Come back.
Another thing is like this helmet. What am I losing? Yeah, I'm losing too much cooldown and stuff like that. I'm just gonna burn that helmet to get the resources, and then this ring's looking pretty good. This ring I don't really lose anything except a poison resistance and vulnerable damage, but I make up with it with 11% critical strike damage, which once I upgrade will be pretty high. I get minus, you know, plus 11.5% damage to close enemies. I'm always close to enemies. I don't do any range damage, and then I get some critical strike chance and lucky hit chance. Those are the lucky hits. Like hard to explain that stat, but essentially you always just look at your sheet. So I'm looking like, okay, what's my critical strike chance right now? It's almost 20%. So 20% of the time I hit a crit, and I'll do 160% damage when I crit. And like when you hover over these, it'll like just explain what everything does, like until you get used to it. But for now, this is okay. I just built and crafted this ring. I'm glad I didn't upgrade it because I went and just got this, and this is a little better. The other ring I'd like to put it on, but the issue is that I can't. I don't want to lose the 9. Yeah, I don't want to lose the 9.8% damage over time, because that's how fast like the bleed. Like when I put bleed on him, it's how fast the bleed like ticks away at his health. I don't want to lose the dot, the DOT. Here's like my skill sheet so you understand how I'm playing the Barb. So my basic skill, Flay, it deals 887 damage and inflicts 6,387 bleeding damage over 5 seconds. That's my basic attack. And it has a 10% chance to make enemies vulnerable for 2 seconds. I could double this chance if it's a two-handed weapon, which I'm using. So it's 20%. And then when Flay deals direct damage to an enemy, I gain 3% damage reduction and 166 thorns, which thorns are basically, if the guy hits me, it reflects 166 damage back to him every time he hits me. And it stacks up to 4 times. So every time I deal damage with my basic attack, I could stack like this up to, like 700 thorns. So the guys are taking damage back. And then on this ability, I cleave like a whole group of enemies in front of me, like in an arc. And it again deals like 1,000 damage and then 8,000 bleeding damage. It extends the duration of putting the vulnerable on enemies, and it deals 12% increased damage to vulnerable enemies. So I'm basically put all this blood on them, and then the ground stomp really is just to stop enemies in their tracks, so I could just get free shots on them. So I just basically put a bunch of bleed on them, and then I use this rupture ability where I skewer an enemy in front of me, dealing 710 damage, but then I rip the weapon out and damaging enemies for their total bleeding amount, removing all bleeding damage from them. So it's like I stack all of this like bleeding damage on him, and then I stab him through with the rupture, and it rips all the bleed damage. Like if he's got enough bleed damage to kill him, it'll kill him instantly. And then all my bleeding effects slow enemies, which become like considered like a crowd control effect, is slow. So anything on my gear that says crowd control, it's basically doing that. And then bleeding effects deal like almost 20% more damage to enemies. And then this is my ultimate ability. It basically just calls in like a bunch of dudes. And then this is my passive. When causing an enemy to bleed, you have a chance to equal to your critical strike chance, so in my case 20%, to increase the bleed amount by double. Or 100%, I'm sorry, of your critical strike damage bonus. So my critical strike damage bonus, I think we just checked, like 160%. Overpowering a bleeding enemy creates an explosion that inflicts 601 bleeding damage over 5 seconds. So the whole build is based on this bleed, right? And I put the bleed on and take reduced damage when I'm using Flay. So my mindset with the gear was on all of these pieces of gear, you'll see that it has 82.6% basic skill damage, right? The Flay. And then this is, you know what I'm saying, 18% damage to bleeding enemies, 32% basic skill damage, 92 strength, right? Again, more strength, which gives me it's my main stat, so it gives me like my skills, it increases my skill damage, and it gives me armor. And again, you see the 41.3 basic skill damage. You see I just stack this. Here's another 61.5 basic skill damage, right? So like I'm doing a ton of extra damage with that Flay ability, where I could actually check. I could see, let's see, it'll come up here. It'll say basic skill. Let me see if I can find it. Damage with basic is 217%. So I'm doing over like triple damage with the Flay, right? And then since that's putting all that bleed on the guy, I put this legendary on that my basic skill, or Flay again, has 42% attack speed. So now I could take like this two-handed fucking sword and swing it like it's a dagger. You know what I'm saying? Or normally it'd be like a slow attack. It's like swipe, 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 and just puts tons of bleed damage on guys. And then I rend them and rip it all off of them and kill. That's how I kill like single targets, like bosses and elites, like really, really quickly. So he's more based towards like the big, heavy single target dudes. I can still deal with multiple enemies by stomping and clearing them out with the rend, shit like that. But really, he's built for like just destroying like a boss. Like I'll melt the boss. I'll melt like the big tough guys on the field. And that's kind of how I have him built. So I think I actually have filtered the map. Okay. Didn't know if you knew this, but you can like filter just what you want to see. And these are like all of those bounties I told you about for the tree. And we got a lot of the map uncovered. So I think like what I want to do right now, I'm looking to see if there's a Helltide event up. There's not right now. It doesn't appear like there's a Helltide event. This is the Tree of Whispers. I haven't done any, you know, my bounties have been reset because I completed them. I'd have to go do all these red icons. Like this one gives me 5 favors. You have to get to a 10. So on and so forth. Like these little ones give you 1, you know, and then these little activities give you 3. So you can knock out your bounties for the tree. And then when you go back, you can claim a chest for like a specific gear slot. They'll give you like an option of 3 different slots, like amulets or rings or chests or legs or whatever, and you can turn in your grim favors, and typically you'll get like a nice legendary drop, as well as the nightmare dungeon sigils that I told you about. So this is like a tier 8 nightmare dungeon, and when I open it up, that dungeon will appear on the map. It'll point me to it. And the green is like a positive aspect, lightning caller, and then the other 2 are negative aspects, and I can only die like up to 12 times. But again, when I run this nightmare dungeon, this is how you basically upgrade your Paragon board, which this is the Paragon board I told you about. So like you start with just this one board like this, and then like as you start going, it's like that gives me 5 willpower, 5 strength, and then I get into like this magic node of 5 physical damage, and then the rare gives me 20% physical damage and 4% maximum life, and it gives me another 10% damage if the requirement is met, which is 200 strength. I have 530 strength, so I get the bonus too. And so like you're getting 4 of these points per level. So like every quarter of a level, you unlock a Paragon point, you start crawling this tree, and you start unlocking the things that you want. So I like came up here, then I hung a left, and I came back down here so I could take 8% maximum life and 100 armor, and another 4% maximum life for meeting the requirement. And I kind of like, you know, again, taking these basic ones, taking willpower and dexterity and stuff like that to fill the gap of the build. And then this is where you can insert the glyph. This is like a socket for the glyph. And then all your glyphs are here that you find in the world, you know, and find in the nightmare dungeons. You have like rare and basic glyphs. So to show you like an easy one, like this blue one, if I insert this glyph here, it says the radius size is 2. So it's like every 2 slots away from here, it's covering. And it says for every 5 willpower purchased within that range, I gain 1.1 increased damage on crowd-controlled targets. A little bit more, you know, for every 5 strength purchased within range, you gain 0.5% of increased damage. So like when I go and do a nightmare dungeon, I can take this level 1 glyph, and you see where it says next radius increased at level 4. I could go do the nightmare dungeon, and at the end of the dungeon, I could pick one of the glyphs to upgrade, and I can level this glyph up. And once I get it to level 4, then the radius size will increase to 3 instead of 2. And also like that for every 5 strength purchased within range, you get 0.5% increased damage. That might come up to like 0.8. And I can continue to upgrade it to where it's like 2% or 3% increased damage for every 5 strength within like a 5 or 6 radius. So what it means is like when I put that glyph in the socket, oops, that's the wrong one. When I put that glyph in the socket, it's basically saying like for every one of these strength nodes that it captures within its 2 radius range. So it'd capture this one, it'd capture this one, it'd capture this one, it's whatever, you know, and it'll give me that bonus for each one. And that's where you're going to do the nightmare dungeons. Like once you get these rare ones, they become really crazy. Like I have this one that I've upgraded so far to level 2, and the next radius doesn't increase until level 15. So I got to go back to the nightmare dungeons and, you know, upgrade this quite a bit. But this one like grants a 30% bonus to all magic nodes within the range. Magic nodes are these blue nodes. These are considered magic nodes. So like basically that would become 28% damage to elites. This would become like 25% damage to bleeding if it was captured within the radius. So like here, you could see this node is in a good position for that, because I could capture this. Like, these are magic nodes, and so are these. And that's why I'm like preparing, like, so that when I get over there, and then each board has a legendary node on it here as well. Like, after your first one, your first board doesn't have a legendary node, but like when you get to these exit gates, you basically can preview, you know, these other boards that you can attach. So you can see like hemorrhage, enemies that have been affected by your bleeding for 3 or more seconds take 12% increased damage from me. That's the legendary that's on that board. And then all of these rares, it'll show me like Butcher, I get 10% physical damage over time. I get damage reduction if they're bleeding, like stuff like that. So some of these things synergize with my build, whereas like some of these other ones don't. Like Bone Breaker, Flawless Technique, damaging enemies with one-handed weapons. I'm not using one-handed. It's really like a wasted board, right? So I'm building it to like my playstyle with the bleed shit. So this board I had attached, and it's legendary. Killing a bleeding enemy has a 10% chance to grant berserking for 5 seconds. That's going to change up my whole build, because now like every time I kill an enemy that's bleeding, which is every enemy I kill, I'm gonna be berserk. So then I'm always gonna be berserk. And it says berserking at the bottom there. Berserking grants 25% damage and 15% increased movement speed for 5 seconds. So once I get to this node, that's going to change my build up, and then there's all kinds of shit on my skill tree that I can respec into that's all about berserking. Like, you know, there's, I don't know if I could, I don't want to take up too much time, but there's stuff that says like, you know, like this, like my passive, I can change increase berserk's maximum duration by 5 seconds and increase the damage bonus by 25. So maybe I'd respec this into this, and because I'm always going to be berserk, now I'm going to be berserk for 10 seconds, and I'll be doing 50% damage. And so like that's like a whole build changing, like defining thing. And then again, like all of this stuff on this board is related to bleed, because that's my playstyle. So when I get to this exit gate, like maybe I want to exit on this gate instead of at the top, but if I choose to exit wherever I exit, I'm going to go back to the preview board. Hemorrhage kind of still goes with the build, but so does Carnage, because it says while berserking, critical strikes increase your attack speed by 2% up to 8% for 6 seconds. So this is pointless for me right now because I don't berserk. But once I get through this board and get the legendary, then I'm always going to be berserking. So then I would preview attaching this next board to it. And basically that's where the legendary ability is, and this is where all the other rares are. And so I'm going to come in here on the board, and I can choose like to rotate it and plan out the way that I'm going to basically get through the board. Like maybe I want to take this rare first, like maybe I want to take like these first on my way there, or maybe I want to do it like this and just go this way and get it, you know, come back, maybe just grab a couple things, you know, and exit maybe over here. So it's all like this in-depth strategy that you'll plan. Like I'm going to take the willpower and all the shit. Maybe I want to take extra damage while berserking, you know, first. And then the legendary is all the way over there. So maybe, you know, now the legendary's mad far. So maybe I want to get to the legendary as quick as I can. That's potion healing and life regeneration. I'm not really feeling that. 5% damage while berserking, now it's there, and 16% damage to elites. And then all these magic nodes are giving me extra damage while berserking. So it's like I'm going to go through this board and become berserk all the time when I'm killing bleeding enemies. And then I'm going to probably come in and go this way, pick up all this extra damage for berserking, and then work my way with the Paragon to take this legendary node while berserking. My critical strikes increase my attack speed, which is great, right? Because the more attack speed, the more faster I can swing my weapon and put bleed on guys, and so on and so forth, and it all just synergizes with my playstyle that I've been doing in the skill tree. So that's kind of like the real deep advance. You'll be like deep into the shit and be real confident with your build. Like your build will be locked in for the most part by the time you're doing this shit. So it seems a little overwhelming, but by the time you get there, it won't be. And here's like the PvP zones and shit. and that kind of stuff. So I want to kind of go upgrade a glyph right now. So I'm going to go open this nightmare dungeon. I'd probably need another person to do tier 8, I would think, right now. So I'll probably do this tier 6 dungeon. It gives me shadow damage, which I don't do. This one gives me poison damage. Alright, so I'll open this one. There's empowered elites and monster shadow damage. This one's got monster shadow damage over time and an ability called volcanic. So I'm just going to open this sigil. So now the nightmare dungeon's opened, and when I check my map, the icon for it will show up, which is right there. And now it shows me I deal 10% more shadow damage. It's a wasted thing, right? For me, because I don't do shadow damage. So that's why I may have like salvaged this one and try to recreate a new one. Then the negative aspects: while in combat, gouts of flame periodically erupt near players, and monsters deal an additional 22% of their physical attack damage as shadow damage over 5 seconds. So this will be a challenging dungeon for me because I'm really not getting the positive effects to offset anything because I'm not doing any of that shadow damage shit. It's crazy. So it looks like this is probably the closest waypoint because I don't have that uncovered. There might be a waypoint right there, but I'll take this waypoint here.
I can't do that here.
You can get knocked off your horse, like if the horse gets scared, there's too many enemies around. So use... Yeah, I know, it's a lot. It's a lot, too. But I just wanted to give you the idea of the depth of the game. Like, once you get there, it won't feel so bad, because you'll be confident with how you're playing. It's just like WoW, like you're gonna make a character on WoW and put your gear together and put a build together and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like with your skills.
I need time to do that.
So basically, again, I'm going to do this because I want to upgrade that glyph to get a higher tier. I could have invited those guys probably and invited them to come do it with me, but... Okay, I gotta free 4 prisoners. Never seen that enemy. Anything.
Cold. So cold.
Out of fury.
Bless you.
That's that volcanic shit that keeps going on. My armor is really high and my helmet basically says that I heal like for every nearby enemy. And then every time I kill a guy, I'm getting health on kill. So that's how I'm able to stand here with a barbarian and tank them like that.
Bless you.
You're a saint.
Got the key.
Not ready yet. I'm out of fury. Not ready yet. I must wait. Not ready yet. Not ready yet. I need time to do that. I must wait. I'm out of fury. I must wait. I don't have enough fury. Not ready to have enough fury. I must wait.
It dropped the glyph. For the Paragon glyph.
Don't have enough fury. I'm not ready yet. This will be your last stupid mistake.
Same dream as always. Serpent's eyes in the darkness. Shadows slithering through the grass. I shed the skin from this old dying form. And I am adorned in scales. Free from pain. In the scales are reflected faces I know. Villagers who scorned me, cursed me, laughed at me. Tongues in the darkness. Hear their words in my thoughts. Each life is a sacrifice for us. Each life is a scale for your rebirth. I awaken, and the snake
Whoop him up, dude. Mad fucking single target damage if he does like that. So now this awakened glyphstone shit appears, and this is where I could choose any of those glyphs I showed you from the Paragon board to upgrade them. So this one to grant the 30% bonus to all magic nodes within range. I'm going to upgrade that. Now that's level 3. And there's probably still like some shit. Because usually like these guys give some decent drops. I've gotten some pretty decent shit already. So I'm done, I could leave, but I'm just gonna scour this. Yeah, level 6 is a little, now that I'm level 60, you know, I think it's a little low for me. You can craft the sigils all the way up to level 100. So, and you know, the higher they are, the more XP they'll provide to the glyph when you go to upgrade it, but they become more and more challenging and have like more negative aspects on them, stuff like that. So that's what you'll kind of be like doing towards the end game, like trying to achieve like higher and higher level glyphs, higher and higher level nightmare dungeons. This show's really powerful though too. Like I hit way harder than my level because of all that extra basic damage. I'm getting like 200 basic skill damage. Like I splash him twice, and they'll bleed to death if I don't hit him again. Alright, there's like one little spot there. I'll go clean up, and then the dungeon's clear. Like, see that guy's health bar? And he's dead. He's gonna bleed to death. See that guy? You see that red part of his health bar? Now stab him, take all the blood at once. wondering if you gotta use a potion all the time because of all the health on kill that I get. I'm just gonna pour it out. So like higher ones and stuff, they're really fun to run with friends. Like once they get like really challenging, you're gonna need like a couple badasses with you and stuff. It's pretty cool. I did, you know, it gets really cool. So usually what I do if I'm just grinding like really hard is I'll just dump all this new shit in a stash tab. Like I have a stash tab I marked as like called a review. So like this is all the stuff that I kind of know is good that I need to compare and stuff like that. And then this is like before I even look at it. So I'll just come and I'll dump all this shit in here. If I don't want to take the time to go through it, and so forth. You know, and come back like the next morning or the next day and just go through everything that I've like kind of looted the night before. But if I'm in a party, I do that more often to not like hold other players up. I think I'm just gonna do this right now. So no movement speed, I can't lose the movement speed on the boots. So even though they're 619 item power and got, you know, a bunch of stats, I can't lose an extra max evade charge. Like that allows me to evade twice, and I can't lose almost 12, you know, almost 13% friggin' movement speed. So that's out. I'd like to get some armor on this, like that 4.9% total armor. I really don't want to, I really can't lose. So, but this looks kind of good. I would try to respin the 2 ranks of Warcry, hopefully, to get that armor. Because it's got 106, you know, 651. It's pretty good. These are really nice gloves, it looks like. I'd respin the overpower damage, or the intelligence. It's got a nice ability on it. That'll probably just extract the ability from it. Because I don't want to lose the critical strike chance and the attack, the 10.1 attack speed, you know. And then these are, you know, 302 less damage, so I don't even need to look at it. 593, don't need to look at it. 605, 469, 23 life regeneration. Yeah, just don't. It's nice. It's got more cooldown reduction on it. Having a lot of damage reduction for each nearby guy is good, but I could always reprint over top of it. And the 29 life on kill is pretty good. I think this looks very similar to my original helmet. But that 1 rank of Steel Grasp is a wasted stat. It'd be nice to like heal damage out of combat, getting 23 life regeneration while not damaged recently. Means when I'm not in combat, or when I'm just like kiting them, you know, a guy just not taking damage for a few seconds, I'll start healing. And I can upgrade it to, you know, regain the life on kill. If I upgrade this to like level 4, I'll probably end up getting more life on kill than what's already on my current helmet. But really what's attractive to me is that cooldown reduction, so I can use my cooldown abilities faster. And but I don't want to give up the armor either. So what I would try to do is hopefully get armor on that rank Steel Grass. So I'm going to hang on to that and see if I can respin this, like respin that ability, the Steel Grasp, and hopefully get like armor. 2 ranks of Deathblow, I'm not using it, it's wasted. I mean, I could respin it, but it didn't look that great. This is wasted, can't do nothing with it. Nope. 1 max evade charge we're keeping, but we don't get any movement speed on it. That's only after I kill an elite do I get that movement speed. And then this ring I've been hanging on to because it's pretty good. Oh, see, I got a new Paragon point. just now. So I'll probably take this 5% damage to bleeding enemies. These are all decent. Right? So I'm working my way. And I'll probably start like, you know, hanging a left now. Take like dexterity and so on and so forth and start working my way to here, unlock that node where I want to put that glyph that I showed that we just did the upgrade for. Where'd it go? This one. Right, grants 35% bonus to all the magic nodes within range. So that's dope, dude. And it's 3. So 1, 2, like 1, 2. It's gonna grab that magic node. So that's gonna give it 35% because I upgraded it. Before it said 30%. When I first got it, it said 25 at level 1. So by the time I get it to level 15, that's going to be like 100% bonus, dude. It's going to be a lot. So that means this 5% damage to bleeding is going to be like 105% extra damage to bleeding, dude. For every it's going to be a sphere that it puts on there, and every magic node that gets captured by it is going to get that bonus. So that's going to get the bonus. That's 1, 2 away. This is 3 away. Right? 1, 2, 3 away. I'll capture that one. And once I upgraded it, make it like, you know, 4 away, then it could get this one too. And that'll be like, you know, 30% to 7 dexterity. It won't really affect those as much anyways. 5% damage, again, that's 4 away. 1, 2, 3, 4. So once I upgrade it, I'd be able to capture that one too. And then all of these magic nodes as well. So, you know, more damage reduction, shit like that. So, you know, this one's not as good. I mean, this one's 5%, and then it'll be 100% of 5%. So it'll make it like 10% extra damage to bleeding enemies and so on and so forth. But because of where it's located, I'll be able to get all of these magic nodes inside of the circle, and that'll be a big upgrade to get that node there, put that glyph there, if that makes sense. And so then I'll just like work my way, you know, getting damage reduction from bleeding enemies and extra damage to bleeding enemies, and we just pick that up over here as well, and extra damage to elites. And then I'll probably swing around this way and take the legendary node, and then come back and like branch out over here. No, that's potion healing. I don't want that, so I'll probably take the node and come out this way, maybe come up like this, come down and get the legendary, and then take the node that I left off of when I made the turn and go up and grab extra berserking duration and damage while berserking and so on and so forth. And this is just fire resistance and armor. So that's the plan, you know. Basically hang a left, come over here, unlock the socket, you know what I'm saying, come up here, grab all of this, then come back from the socket and grab all of this and stop. And then come over here, snag this, and then work my way out of the top of the board like that. And that's the game plan. And I'll attach that berserking board once I can become berserk with that board. So, looks like a lot, but it's really not. It just looks like a ton of shit, but it's not. Because a majority of the nodes that are on here are just basic shit, like +5, +5, +5. They're just giving you +5 to different stats. And that's why it shows you on the top left the different stats that you have. Like I have 530 strength, 177 intelligence, so on and so forth. So I know I'm pretty good on strength, you know, in my build from the shit that's on my gear. And I might want to start using these as I'm getting every quarter level and picking a point. I might want to start fixing like the gap of dexterity, which is giving me critical strike chance, which is important for my build. Or willpower, which is basically my resource regeneration, meaning I can get fury faster the more willpower I have. Or the intelligence gap, like I'm really low on intelligence, it's my lowest stat, and intelligence basically is giving me resistance to all elements. So I'm like really weak to like poison and fire and shit like that, unless on my rings and my other gear I put poison resistance or those specific resistances. Or like in my sockets, like I put diamonds in them to get that diamonds give me 6% resistance to all elements. You know what I'm saying? Whereas this ruby's give me 17% of fire resistance, because I noticed that my fire resistance is really low. And in Helltide events, there's like everything's doing fire damage to you. So you'll get it. Like as you know, obviously right now it's just play through the story. Still early level character, still leveling. And by the time you get to the end game, you'll be so like familiar, like and accustomed to the way you built the character that this won't sound so Greek to you. You know what I mean? So I'm looking to see if there's like a world boss up yet. It doesn't look like it. I haven't uncovered this area of the map, and then if I look, I've uncovered 49 out of 56 areas of the map here. Just like set your own quest, right? I'm just gonna go and uncover all of these zones real quick on the map and see what I come across. Might be another waypoint or something over there.
I can't do that here.
So that just happens to be like one of the bounties. So he's running this bounty for the trade. It's showing that I gotta kill basically 100 enemies, and then I'll get 3 points towards the bounty. It's on the map, I just know what the icon is. So it's like as I set my own quest, I uncover the map, I'll like come across the shit for the bounty and I stop and do it, or you know, I see some like dungeon or something like that that's got a cool apex that I want, and so on and so forth. We got a new legendary. Wow, fuck. Shit, that's alright. Whenever you deal direct damage while berserking, so I've known that I'm planning this thing with the Paragon board, so all this stuff like that I'm finding with this berserking shit, I'm either ripping it off for later, or I'm storing it in my stash. This is perfect. Whenever you deal damage while berserking, inflict 23% of the base damage dealt as additional bleeding damage over 5 seconds. Like, totally synergizes with my build.
I need time to do something rots this place.
And I just ran into a stronghold on the left, 'cause that's what this area that I didn't uncover was.
It must be here for a reason. I should see if there are more like it.
Destroy the serpent eyes.
I need time to do that. I must wait.
Let's see if I have a consumable for snakes. There we go. Increased damage against spiders, wildlife, maggots, snakes, and werewolves for 20%. Gain 5 experience for 30 minutes.
I must wait.
The madmen of Angavani. While it does appear the cultists learn to live among the snake men, they don't seem to cooperate in any way other than a mutually parasitic relationship. If the cultists are directing the snake men somehow, I still can't see it. Perhaps they're nurturing them in some way? I'm going into the lair to have a closer look. Elegant backwards.
There's the last one.
I must wait.
1,000 snakes, boy.
I'm not ready yet.
Here.
I'm not ready yet.
Fuck him. Shit.
I'm not ready yet. I'm low.
Ooh, that extra damage to snakes is fucking nuts. Oh, bleed damage first this guy. Bad.
Over.
That's some close out, dude.
Not while I'm in town.
You can still use this.
%15 damage while berserking would be kind of crazy for later on. Oh, she's got damage over time. Take that fortify generation out. Try to spin it for lucky hit chance. This one's got 2 max evade charges. Oh, and it's got movement speed on it too. 28 dex instead of the willpower. And 11% movement speed, slow duration reduction. I'd probably try to swap out. These are worth taking a look at. He's got movement speed, strength, and willpower on them. Respin the shadow. Does this have 2? Wow, these are actually a pretty decent pair of boots. If I put these on, I'm gonna get 3 max evades.
I need time to do that.
I just needed to let it recharge when I put the boots on. So that's 1 charge, 2 charges, and 3. So now I can dodge 3 times. 1, 2, 3. That's sick. real sick. I think I'm gonna try to upgrade, like try to respin them and get lucky. Hopefully, I'm gonna keep these too. That's trash. This is what, a one-handed weapon? It's got the basic skill damage on it, but it also gives me core skill, and I'm gonna look at that too. Get into that. This is the same kind of deal. Oh, this is for two-handed. Nope. Any cooldown on the helmet. Yeah, unfortunately this didn't turn out right. I might want to extract it. The ability from there looks pretty good.
The forge is ready for whatever. I can break that down.
Not while I'm in town. I need time to do that.
Crazy.
Ready yet.
There's a lot of road dungeons in this part of the map. Oh wow. King of Dark Shadow, that's crazy. It's really nice actually. I'm not gonna do that right now.
I must wait.
Focus
I need time to do that. I must wait.
I don't know how the hell I failed this.
Some assistance. Greetings.
Where's my cosmetic off?
I need time to do that.
Nice. So we unlocked all of Avazar. And all waypoints too. Dope. I want to go do this rogue dungeon for my rogue.
I can't do that here.
I'll cover this little area on the way. I should dump a bunch of shit in my stash real quick.
I can't do that here.
There's gotta be a stash here, no? There's no stash. Oh.
Not while I'm in town.
Treasure goblin.
Signs of a bloody struggle. What happened here? I must wait. I'm not ready yet. I must wait.
Where's the other one? Right in there. Right in there. Oh, that's the one I checked. Shut. It's another dude.
Attention, noble hunters of Skosglen. By our father's divine authority, the Cathedral of Light offers gold in exchange for pelts of bear, wolf, quilver, and warg. These dangerous predators must be quelled for the safety of your families and the prosperity of Skosglen. To submit your claims, report to the Quartermaster of Kerrigan.
Where's this last hunter, man? I wonder if he's like over there somewhere. Maybe over here? No. That's where I've been going up every time. Or just not grab hunter? No. What the hell?
Ready yet.
Where is he, dude? Here in this corner.
Not ready yet. I need time to do that.
Druid.
Not ready yet. Everything's done.
Whoa. 2 legendaries from that dude. This guess this was a stronghold. Shit, I didn't even realize that. That's a sick rogue dungeon too.
Is someone there?
Do you need my aid?
My child. All alone in this darkness. Please, help me find my baby.
Need more time. Not ready yet. Must wait. I need more time.
Don't leave.
Not ready yet. I must wait.
Mustache. Fuck. ain't so bad. Super good with this shit later. Fucking stashes all the way over here. That's super 10. This shit's gonna $5,000 sell value. What?
Well, stay sharp, my friend.
Not while I'm in town. I can't do that here. Not while I'm in town. Let's wait. I need time to do that. Not ready yet. I need time to do that.
Devils come! All that burn shall grow again! Taller, stronger, unrelenting! The demons think to frighten us with their little storm, but we know better. The reins belong to us.
Not while I'm in town. I can't do that here. I need time to do that. I must wait. I'm not ready yet. Not while I'm in town.
No. No, no, please, no. The smell.
I can't afford I need time to do that. I'm not ready yet.
Oh, finally got 2 ranks of points down. Damage reduction. I try to respin that. Let's fucking go finally. Take out flexibility. Got a nice cooldown reduction. If I can respin and get movement speed back on it and just that's some good shit.
I must wait. I need time to do that. ready yet. I need time to do that. I need time to do that. I need time to do that. Not ready yet. I need time to do that. I need more time. Not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I need time to do that. I'm not ready yet. not ready yet. Let's wait. I must wait. I must wait. I need more time. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I need time to do that. Ready yet. Sorry. Not ready yet. Ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I can't afford that. Not while I'm in town.
Nice. I think it's really 3.
Not while I'm in town.
Alright, buddy, don't screw me, dude.
Wonders of Sanctuary at your fingertips. How may I help you? There is magic in all things. Let me show you.
It's gonna cost a fortune to reroll this. 260,000. Jesus. I see movements, dude. Oh man. 312 to go again. Fuck. Sucks. Yeah, I'm a lot faster with it. Still better, I guess. With the healing received and the movement speed works. Took a lot of money to not roll that right. Just can never get fucking movement speed on these boots. After get the healing received there, pick it up on the door. I actually spin the potion cat. So, I don't know. Just drop that. I wish I could have rolled 4 hexes on it. the resistance on this.
May your road be filled with wonders.
The cooldown reduction. Ah, man, I'm getting unlucky. Holy shit,
I need more time.
What's left, you? I'll keep my forge hot. Return soon.
Oh, wow! These are nice big ones.
Respin that. Trash. Fairly easily to extract them. Gosh. It's got crit chance and damage and lucky hit chance on it. And minus damage. That's a really good ring. Spend an amulet 9 times. Man, it's been like 600 grand for spending that amulet. Can't believe I couldn't get it to roll movement speed on it, so. Still pretty good. Maybe roll that slow reduction. Good. As soon as 500 damage. Pull that off. Okay. This is looking good. Amazing. Basic. Well, I don't have that as a transmog. I have a quick one. It's minus 426. It's trash. Yeah, close. Trash. Wow. This shit's got almost, it's got more damage with this rare already upgraded to level 4. But I bet you it's not gonna have like 143 strength. Oh wow. Got strength on it. Overpowered damage, damage to close enemies. Basic skill. Reroll that overpowered damage, maybe the basic skill, but then else that I raise. Nothing important. The strength will be probably lower even if I upgrade it. I don't know how it's gonna work out. Trading in for vulnerable damage for crit damage. Of course. Like everybody's slowed. Like pretty much, I mean, do more damage though. I'm gonna take a look at this later. These are good pants. Can't use those. Such a weird pair of pants. I've never seen 17% potion drop rate on anything. 10% damage for 4 seconds. I could feel an elite. I mean, I can't use this for my build, but this looks cool. Something else maybe. Oh, these. Yeah, okay. Got this amulet. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Can't get that movement speed on the amulet. It's gonna be tough. with all the other stats I need to keep on it. He's got basic skill damage on it, but plus 40 all stats, so bad.